Welcome to HDTV. You now rocking with your boy. Football season week 1 has been amazing. These past 2 days have been great. And so far, I've won in 2 of my fantasy leagues, but I lost in 1. I'm pissed off at that. I should have started Teddy B. Teddy B balled out yesterday. But I'm going to do this on a weekly basis, either every Monday night or every Tuesday. I'm going to recap week 1. Week 1 was week 1 was pretty good. Now this is going to be a long video, so just letting you know before you click on it. If you don't want to listen, just turn off now from it. But so I'm gonna break down the games. The first game I already broke that down. D4, go to the video. D4 versus Mahomes. I break down the game of what happened in that one. Now, let's see. We're going to start with Pittsburgh and the Giants. This game here was interesting. The Giants, they really didn't use Saquon Barkley very well, but it's like I said, this is week 1, guys. This is subject to change. The New York Giants, they basically were running a lot of spread. They ran some I formation. They really were trying to get Daniel Jones a rhythm and get him throwing some easy passes early. Then he went kind of deep throwing some passes. He did okay. Really didn't do all that. The Giants, Saquon Barkley. Saquon was really shut down. I don't believe they were using him right. He could have got some more screens. They could have ran some more screens with him, ran some more off tackle, run a sweep a couple times. But the Giants, they're still trying to find themselves. Their offensive line was kind of shaky all night. Daniel Jones was getting hit a lot. Defensively, they looked a little better than last year, but it's still it's still not all the way there, but they fly around. They go side to side very well. The D line was pretty good. The linebackers are a little better than last year. I don't know if they're the same. I don't follow the Giants. The secondary looked okay, but they got burnt on a couple plays, which basically got the game to 26 for Pittsburgh. But offensively, their offensive line is decent. It's not real good. That needs a little bit work. I don't know if they need more experience. They need to try to get Saquon Barkley the ball a little more. Try to make some more better plays. They basically had a lot of vanilla plays. But this is what Jason Garrett does. Like, Jason Garrett's not, to me, a great play caller. He's not a great guy who could be different, who can come up with different things to do, surprise you. He's not that type of guy. He's a meat and potatoes type of guy. And he tried to get Daniel Jones throwing the ball all over the field. But, if you don't give Daniel Jones any time, he's not really going to be that effective. And to me, everybody talking about Danny Dimes, like, he's not Danny Dimes. He's more like an Eli Manning. He's overrated. If you give him a good to great defense, if you give him to a good to great defense, a running game, you got the running back, you got to get him the receivers. Then he probably could win a couple, probably could get you somewhere. But the Giants, they look to me like the 4th best team in the NFC East right now. To me, I think they're going to finish 4th. I didn't see anything that's going to change. Now, I'll see next week. We'll see next week how everything goes. But they look like the 4th best team in the NFC East. Defensively, their D-line was okay. Their linebackers were flying. Their secondary, they were The cornerbacks got kind of exposed. The safeties, they were tackling a little bit. They were missing some tackles, so they were okay. But I see the Giants finishing fourth in the NFC East. The Pittsburgh Steelers, I got them finishing second or third, depending on how the Bengals are. The Bengals looked at okay. Joe Burrow was okay. But Pittsburgh, Ben Roethlisberger looks done to me. Now I may be over exaggerating, but I believe Big Ben's done, man. I mean, they could ride him out this year, but I would run the ball more and I would let Ben throw at least like 15 to 20 times a game. I wouldn't let him go for like 30, 35 or 40 attempts. He's not there, man. He's practically done. Some of the throws he missed, it was ugly. He was getting beat up a little bit, but he showed he's tough. He came back. He looked like his knee was messed up, but he was good. Got himself under control. Made some throws to Juju and a couple to the other receiver. I can't think of his name. And they got a good running back, number 24. Number 24 did good, and that offensive line. My boy Andrew, he's offensive lineman guy, and I love watching film. The offensive line was open and whole, so you could have put anybody there. I think Connor got hurt or he got into it with somebody on the coaching staff because he was out. But yeah, he got hurt. It says here he sprained his ankle. So basically, the offense to me, I think they just need a quarterback. The receivers are good. The line is good. The running backs are good. I just think Ben is done, man. He just don't look like he can raise this team in the number 1 seed or get them to a Super Bowl. I don't even know if y'all might make the playoffs. You might make it, but I don't know. Defensively, that defense is vicious. That front seven balled out. That secondary, I love they were flying to the ball. They were hitting guys. The defense as a whole was good. Pittsburgh's defense is better than last year from what I saw. So if the defense do what they do and then you guys play a meat and potatoes, run the ball and throw from like attempts like 15 to 25 a game, I believe the Pittsburgh Steelers could win some games that they're not supposed to. To me, I got them finishing second. I got to see the Bengals and Browns on Thursday night. I think the Browns are overrated. I don't know if they're going to make it, but we'll get to them in a minute. Tennessee and Denver. This was basically a defensive game. Tennessee, Tannehill, when it got down to the end and clutch, Tannehill made some good throws down the stretch. Derrick Henry was nullified. They stopped him, but Tannehill couldn't use the play action, and it kind of shows you that Tannehill was missing some throws and missing some passes when he was under pressure. And it kind of shows that you can get the Tannehill. If you shut Henry down, you could beat the Titans. That's all you have to do is shut Henry down and you could beat the Titans. But defensively, they look good. Number 54 did a dumb play by punching the tight end for the Broncos. He got kicked out the game. They had depth. They linebacker who came in for him made some plays. They made some stops against Drew Lock. The offense was okay. The receivers, Tannehill put the ball at times on the money. He showed his poise late, especially making the play to get him in field goal range to win. And it was crazy. The field goal kicker missed every damn kick tonight, but he made the last kick that won the game. How bizarre is that? That's like bizarre. So, let's see. Denver is going to be good. They're going to surprise people. Oh, and I got the Tennessee Titans winning the AFC South. I think they could win the AFC South. I'm still sold on them after the night. I think they could do it. They got the complete team. Their quarterback helped them down the stretch, so it shows that it showed that they can handle adversity. and they can win with whatever comes their way. Denver played good. Drew Lock is a stud. He's going to be good. He played with a lot of poise. I just hope down the stretch he makes better decisions. If he could work on that decision making, Drew Lock's going to be a winner. And John Elway, I think, has found his QB. It took him like 3 or 4 years to find one, but I think he's found his QB. Defensively, Denver showed that they don't need Von Miller. They don't need Von Miller. Their defense, their front four was killing. They were stopping the run. The linebackers were filling the holes, stopping the run. The safeties were coming down, making plays on the ball. The corners were making plays on the ball. This is a complete defense. And their running game is good. They got Lindsey and they added Melvin Gordon from the Chargers, which is going to be dangerous. Teams are going to struggle stopping those two guys, especially if they get in a rhythm and they get hot. That's no good. You ain't gonna be able to stop that. But I got Denver finishing either, after watching that, I got them finishing either second or third, depending on the Chargers, what they do. So I believe that's how they would handle it. At the end, they couldn't stop the ball movement of Tannehill, and they lost the game by the field goal. But tip your hat off to the Broncos. They played a good game tonight. Now, Philly versus the Washington football team. The battle of the NFC East. This game here, Philadelphia choked this damn game away. They were up 17-0. They put up points, and then the defense for the Washington football team saved their life. The Washington football team's defense got a pick. I believe they ran one back. Or no, they got in field goal position. Excuse me. They got in field goal position. No, they got in good field position, and the offense punched it in by the run. The offense got a good running game. Dwayne Haskins just has to learn how to make better throws with tight windows and have a little bit more composure in the pocket. But if he wants to take off, do your thing, and he looked it good. He was decent yesterday. He played good. They have a running game. That's why they let Adrian Peterson go. They really didn't need him. The wide receivers and everything, they were okay. They could have caught some better passes, but they also got to make those catches, man. If you're getting paid money, you're supposed to handle your business. So, So the Washington football team came back. The Eagles, man, Carson Wentz was terrible in the second half. After starting off fast, he was good, and then all of a sudden the Washington football team's front four with Chase Young and Kerrigan was killing Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, every time he jumped back, he got hit. And then for some reason, Doug Peterson was not running the ball like that. And when he ran the ball, it was a basic run up the middle, and it got stopped. There was no creativity to it. This is the same thing that happened to New York, the Giants. Saquon Barkley, they had no creativity for him to go up the hole. And this is the same thing with with the Eagles. Excuse me, the Eagles barely ran it in the end. Doug Peterson choked that game away. He had Wentz throwing the ball too much. See, that's the problem. You trying to have Wentz be Peyton Manning out there when he needs to be more Tom Brady. Hand that ball off so y'all can win the game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have ran the clock down, and they weren't doing enough of that. They were running. They weren't doing enough of that. What they were doing is that they were trying to throw the ball a lot, throw themselves back in the game once they got down. And the Washington football team just kept doing their job. They weren't going away. They wanted to win the game, and they won the game. Defensively, they shut them down. The defense, I believe, is a top 5, top 6, maybe 7 defense. They were very tough, man. You have Like I said, Kerrigan and you have Chase Young over there. They were just disrupting everything. Um, and Philadelphia, man, they got it. This is 1 week. This is 1 week. So Philly fans, please don't jump off the bridge. Don't be like, oh man, well, they need to communicate better. Yeah, they do, but at the same time, the coach got to let them know, look, we got to play better. You know what I'm saying? So tip your hat off to the Washington football team. They had their name taken from them. I told my brother, man, they gonna whoop everybody ass this year because they don't have no name. So that should piss you off. But knowing them, they gonna go opposite of what I picked. But I think the Washington football team is going to give a lot of guys problems this year, especially with that defense, and especially they can shake up the NFC East. I don't believe they'll win it though. I got Dallas 1, I got the Eagles 2, and I got the Washington football team 3, and then I got the Giants last. So that's how I see it. Philly, I got Philly number 2 or number 1. Vice versa, they could be number 1. The Cowboys are 2, or they could flip flop. But those guys are 1 and 2 in the division. Those are going to be your 2 top teams out the NFC East. Now, Miami versus New England. Cam, oh Cam. Cam Newton came back, got a touchdown, did the Wakanda sign in honor of Chad Boseman, gave the ball to his lineman to spike it. His lineman spike it. He got Belichick over there smiling. He got Josh McDaniels giving him pound. Man, what the hell Cam doing in Boston? They tried to rip his chain off. And College Park, Atlanta almost came out of Cam. Cam was about to beat the dog mess out of the Dolphins player. So the Dolphins players had to back up. Now, Cam balled out. They really kept it vanilla. They're not trying to do too much. They let Cam run the ball a lot, or then they would let him throw it in certain times. So he really wasn't like having to throw it all day. He threw the ball, got some touchdowns, did his thing, threw the ball, got touchdowns, like I said, and then he did his thing running the ball to the side. Josh McDaniels designed some good plays. Defensively, they did good. They played as well as they can. Fitzpatrick, I believe, threw 2 picks, which that ain't nothing new. So, so I knew New England would win this game. The Dolphins, when they said they not putting Tua in, that's when I knew. I said, "Yep, I already know what's finna go on." So, I've been peeped all of that. Fitzpatrick is going to throw picks. He's gonna throw pick after pick. Now he has games where he's super hot, and he has games where he's cold to super cold, and it's just not good for you. He needs to learn how. He needs to learn how to basically he needs to learn how to get the ball out a little quicker. But I mean, Cam will be all right, man. Cam did his job today. I'm happy. Miami just need help all over. To me, they should have started Tua, because Burrow's starting. They should have started Tua. I think it would have did a whole lot. I think Tua. Excuse me. I think Tua could have made some things happen. If he played. Now, New England, I got them finishing 1 or 2 with Big Sean. I mean, what I said, Big Sean. I'm tripping. I got them. I got New England, of course, in the division, number 1, and then I got the Bills number 2. I got and this is all subjected to change week by week, guys. So don't blast me today, but this is what I feel. I feel New England 1. Who's number 2? The Bills. Yeah, and then you have the Dolphins. I would put the Dolphins over the Jets, to me. Now, Green Bay and Minnesota. This game here, the Packers started off fast, and they always do what they do. They fade late. It's just luckily they scored enough points. Defensively, the Packers look lost. They need some more pass rushers. They need some backers in the secondary, and they need a receiver as well. So I mean, but not a receiver. Their offense is straight, but they need a secondary. They need guys who are physical. The Minnesota got blown out, but they came back late with Kirk Cousins doing what he does. Kirk Cousins, he's down by 10, 12. He come back, start hitting shots. Start throwing the ball, getting touchdowns. Adam Thielen balled out. The Packers, you couldn't stop Aaron Jones or Aaron Rodgers or Devontae. Devontae just killed everybody, man. Number 17, he killed everybody. He destroyed everything out there. So it looked like Xavier Rhodes don't play with him no more. But the Packers had a great deal. They're doing all right and everything. So so Green Bay, I say Green Bay wins the division, but Minnesota's right there. They're like number 2. I believe they're on that level, and the Packers, like I said, man, they gonna fall off, man. They always fall off late. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers always choking, but like I said, they got another quarterback. He could come in if Aaron ain't doing the job, and he could do what he got to do. But the defense gave up a lot, man, to Green Bay. So it is what it is. Green Bay's D line, they were okay. They made some plays. They have a great pass rush. The linebackers made tackles. The strong safeties stayed strong. And basically in belly, not belly, but basically Minnesota and Green Bay are going to be the 2 top teams in this division. The Bears, if their defense plays like it did today, then they could actually win the division. I won't put it past them. Now, Indiana and Jacksonville, this is crazy. Indiana was winning and Jacksonville came back. To me, this is a fluke. I still got the Colts finishing second or third behind I'm trying to think. Okay, I lost that train of thought. But Indiana and Jacksonville, Indiana basically Phillip Rivers, he was doing good early, then he started and he started just started trying to get a ball to Jones. Jones made some great plays up the middle, got a touchdown. Devontae Parker Devontae Adams, I believe that's his name, Devontae Adams. He made some big catches. Minnesota, their D line, they were getting pushed around. Their linebackers were okay. Their secondary was getting torched. So basically Minnesota got destroyed early, and then Green Bay just took the pedal off the metal and everything, and then they just do what they do. But Gardner Minshew did pretty well last year. I don't know why people wrote him off. I think he's going to be an okay QB. Defensively, they did okay without all those guys they let go. Offensively, it was good. But defensively, both teams lack a defense, so it's going to be tough for them to shut somebody down or to push on somebody to get a foul call. Not get a foul call, but push on somebody and everything so you can get the advantage of the line of scrimmage. And that has been the problem. That's been a problem. So, but with Green Bay and everything, I think they're going to end up being number 1, Minnesota 2, Bears 3, and then Lions 4. Now, I could be wrong. Now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Now, Indiana, like I said, Indiana and Jacksonville. I'm tripping. I did Green Bay, Minnesota, but Indiana and Jacksonville. I got the Titans number one, and then number two, I got either the I got it the Colts or Texans. You know, I just don't take nothing from this loss with Jacksonville. Jacksonville always play the Colts tough. So I'll do that. You know what I'm saying? That'll work. I would put the Titans first, Indiana second, Texans third. Well, I said the Jaguars probably third or second, and the Texans gonna be last, man. I just don't see the Texans doing anything. But out of that game, Indiana blocked well, but Phillip Rivers threw two picks. You can't have that. Can't make those mistakes. Basically the front, the 5 and the 4 for both teams was okay. Not the greatest, but it was good. Defensively for both teams, it just wasn't meant to be. But I got the Titans again in the AFC South. Then I got Green Bay. Then I said then I said Minnesota, then the Lions. That's how I got it. Now, Chicago and Detroit, Chicago basically came back. And when Chicago came back, but to me, this is about Detroit choking, man. Detroit just need to move their franchise to Hawaii or somewhere so they can make money. Because right now, man, it's like, man, it's just like, man, like how we choked the game away. And that's what happened to Detroit. Detroit has a history of choking. So they choked. Chicago came back. Trubisky made some good throws. Receivers caught it. The Bears defense is the best. That's why I said they could be number 2 or 3. I just don't see them better than the Titans. I think the Titans will get them, but you don't know, but Chicago's defense is the key for them to win it all, for them to have a chance, at it all. Is their defense has to step up. They have to make sure the quarterback knows what he's doing, and no more ifs, ands, or buts, no more mess ups. They have to get that together. But again, I have the Packers 1, 2, I have the Vikings, 3, I have the Bears, 4, I have the Lions in that division. Now, Las Vegas versus Carolina. This was a great game. Like, it was a shootout. Las Vegas outgunned them. Las Vegas is gonna surprise people. I got them finishing second in the West. I got the Chargers third, and then but the Broncos might be third or second because the Broncos look good. The Broncos look, like they're gonna surprise some people. But Las Vegas played good. Their receivers did good. I think their first round draft pick, Rager, I think he got hurt, so he left the game. But they made some adjustments and they made some big plays. They did their job. Carolina's defense is terrible. Teddy Bridgewater balled out along with McCaffrey, but their supporting cast and all that was, it wasn't. It was getting torched. The defense was getting torched. The defense is supposed to be one of your strong suits on the team, and it's like, man, what just happened here? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the Raiders of Las Vegas now, and in Carolina, they went and handled business. Teddy Bridgewater looked good, and Derek Carr looked good. So these two guys are gonna beat some teams that they have no business beating. Las Vegas, like I said, I got the number 2, and then in my division, I got Carolina. Carolina is going to be third. They're gonna be third out there because you got you have the plays being called. It was like, wow. But it's like no defenses came out to play today. Both defenses are suspect. But Las Vegas got some headhunters back there. Abram, he came up and cracked Chris McCaffrey. He knocked him out. But Chris McCaffrey, give credit to him. He played it tough. He went through the hole and he got the job done. You know, you can't hate. Teddy Bridgewater made some great plays and he did his job. So I'm happy for him. You know, I'm happy for them. You know, but he's gonna be good. He's gonna be a good predecessor to Cam. Now, New York Jets and Buffalo. Buffalo beat the hell out of New York. I know it's 27-17, but they beat them. Buffalo's going to win this division. The Patriots going to be number 2. So that's about it for that game. The Jets, they were lethargic. It's like they didn't want to be there. And you know, Carolina hit some baskets. Now Cleveland and Baltimore. Oh my gosh. Baltimore kicked Cleveland's butt. Baker Mayfield is overrated, man. I mean, it's about time to question, like, what is he going to do now? Like, he got exposed. The Ravens just took his head off. That front 4, that front 5, that 6, that 7, they confused the heck out of her. Like they basically messed the heck up with Baker Mayfield defensively. That's how you plan a game. That's how you go at people. You know what I'm saying? So Cleveland has a problem. What are they gonna do? Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt gotta hang on to the ball. You can't lose the ball. You can't lose the ball. You got to keep that ball tucked under your arm and you got to push through. So to me, Cleveland, they got a lot. They should have left Odell on the bench. I would put Odell on the trade block and see what I could get back for him, because when he was off the field, the Browns actually played better. They could throw the ball better because he's not focused on trying to get the ball to him. So that's all I'm saying for that game. But you know, so you know, basically, the Ravens, I got them winning that division. That's no surprise. And then I got I believe, trying to think. Yeah, like you guys just kept your foot. Lamar Jackson to me is MVP form. He might win another MVP. He threw from the pocket yesterday. He made some plays throwing in the pocket, which was great. That was a great move by him, and he could run without the ball. They were running some of the play action and the option plays, and it worked today. You know, we'll see how they are later on. But I got Baltimore winning that division. I got Pittsburgh 2, 3. I got the Bengals. 4th, I got the Browns. But the Browns may turn it around. Who knows? Seattle versus Atlanta. Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, on and popping. Jamal Adams did his job, leading that defense to make plays, tackles, and hits, get some knockdowns. They basically played an Atlanta team who basically trying to figure each other out. It's some new guys playing on the team. But my thing is this. My thing is, to me, it's like this. If Seattle stays healthy enough, they can win the West. I got them winning the West. I got the Cardinals number 2. I got the Rams number 3 tied with the 49ers. I mean, not the 49ers. I'm tripping. Yeah, 49ers. My bad. Yeah, they would play the 49ers. 49ers would be last to me because I think that Super Bowl hangover going to hurt them just like it did the Rams last year. The Cardinals are going to surprise people. D-Hop and Murray was on point. But Matt Ryan, man, Matt Ryan might need to hang it up. He didn't look that good. And Lamar Jackson, the defense for the Ravens played better in this game than they did all last year. So, hey, you gonna have to let them know. So I got like I said, I got Seattle winning it. Atlanta defensively, they look terrible. I thought they had a better defense. Apparently not. Julio did okay, Ridley did okay, but they can't do their job. So basically, I got the Falcons finishing in the NFC South like third or fourth, or a second, third, or fourth. So I say more like the third. So I think yeah, I think it'll be, yeah, to me it would make sense because the Seahawks, they did their job, they played up, their defense played great. The thing I worry about with them is in crunch time. Pete Carroll, it sucks as a coach in situational football. But to me, the situation called for a better play and they couldn't do it. But but yeah, I got Atlanta, I believe two, the Saints three or four, and I got the head guy who going back to the huddle. So, but Atlanta's defense not good. Offensive line is okay. Matt Ryan needs to get the ball out quicker instead of holding on to the ball. That messes him up a lot. Defensively, they looked okay. They could get better. Seattle's defense was great. The offense was even better. So yeah, Seattle won in their division, and Atlanta is gonna be 20, gonna look for a 21 or 20 deal. But that's what I got with that one. The Chargers in Cincinnati. Um that was mainly a defensive game. Tyrod Taylor managed it. Joe Burrow did pretty good in his first day starting. He threw the ball at the end. They could have won the game, but it was a push off by AJ Green. Joe Burrow also had a long run for a touchdown, and made sure his guys was good and getting their yards. He was doing his job. So but Cincinnati, man, they played great. You know what I'm saying? They played okay. They just got to work on some things, especially defense. Defense didn't do that well. So like I said, I got the Chargers. I got the Chargers number 3 in that division. Yeah, number 3, because number 2, I'm trying to think. Number 2, who would I put? I put number 2, I put as a number 2. Dang, I'm trying to remember. But the Chargers, brother man survives the day. Tyrod Taylor is gonna be a good game manager. If he's not hurt, he'll do well. The running game was okay. Passing game mostly saved them, and you know, and basically not only that, but coaching helped us in that, helped the Chargers in that situation. So did Cincinnati. Their coaches helped, and Joe Burrow, man, he's that deal. He can sling that ball. He's gonna be good in years to come. But I got the Chargers being number 2 in the division. So it is what it is. So Arizona and San Fran. Basically, Kyler Murray took this game over late, and so did DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins jumped off the screen. He took the game over. And it shows you how dumb the Texans and Bill O'Brien is, because he's supposed to be a Houston Texan. He would have flourished there. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. And then you can and then you got what's his name? Yeah, Kyler Murray was escaping, getting some runs in, throwing the ball on point. Man, Kyler Murray looked good, man. I got Arizona finishing second and making the playoffs, and I got San Fran finishing third or fourth, or I mean tied for three. With I'm trying to think what I was saying. Yeah, like San Francisco and everything. And the Chargers. They basically showed their youth, that they're young, but veteran, being a veteran guy for the Chargers, that's gonna help them a long way. Tyrod Taylor can put the ball on the string. The coach did well, fantastic job, coach. This probably was the best team. The Chargers in Cincinnati were probably the best team, even though they called a bunch of penalties, but it was a good game. Now, Tampa Bay and New Orleans, people hate Tom Brady so much, man. It's like, look, Tom Brady he made a couple bad throws. One was the Mike Evans. Mike Evans should have kept going. He'd have caught that. Then the one underneath going to his left, he dropped that. And then Van Der Esch and everything. Not Van Der Esch, but the defense starts coming after you wherever you go and stuff. So basically the defense was amazing for the Tampa Bay Bucks, very underrated. New Orleans, their defense was great too, but I just get tired of people trying to hate on Brady. Brady did what he could do. He's still learning these guys. He still has to learn about these players. This isn't Madden. You know what I'm saying? Where you could just throw a guy in there and then boom, he's automatically got chemistry. No, it takes some time. It takes time. But but that's how it is, man. The ball goes a different way. Drew Brees looked okay to me. I just don't trust the Saints down the stretch. I think the Saints are gonna lose down the stretch. They always choke. I got basically New Orleans, man. They did a great job of blocking for Drew, for getting to our quarterback. They did a great job, man. So you got to tip your hat off to them. Cam Jordan still was talking trash, like no fans in the stands. It feel like we was in Tampa Bay. That was a clean shot. Bruce Arians trying to blame everything on Tom Brady, and Brady basically checks him. you know, basically, man, I just feel like, man, Tampa and New Orleans and everything, that would be basically Bucks. I got them winning. I still think they're gonna win. They didn't look that bad. Just get rid of those bad apples and all that, and you'll be fine. You'll be good. You won't need anybody. You'll do your own thing. So Drew Brees and them, they did their thing and all that. But I love the villain. The octopus was fun to be around and see. So it was fun seeing a lot of stuff on with Tampa and New Orleans. It was a good game. They was going back and forth. So but New Orleans, they have a good defense to a great one. I think this defense could be great. There's going to be a lot of teams that's going to suffer playing them. And Tampa Bay, because once Tom get on the same wavelength as his receivers, it's over with. Now Dallas against Los Angeles. Dallas, Dak Prescott did the best he could. What killed Dallas was their front four couldn't stop the run, and they couldn't get any pressure on Jared Goff. That's why they start running blitzes and personnel. Basically, your personnel and everything that they're trying to use against you is you. That you basically are the personnel. And to me, Dallas played like they had Jason Garrett. They didn't play with no urgency. They played like, we're out here, we're gonna just do this and then leave. The last play was not a pass interference. That was a good play by Michael Gallup. Jalen Ramsey just sold it. Good for him. Dallas, to me, I mean, I believe they'll win the division, and I got the Eagles too. I got the Skins. I got not the Skins, but the Washington football team. I believe they're going to be third, the Giants fourth, and I believe the Cowboys and Eagles going to fight for 1 and 2. Los Angeles, they look good, but they just look basic to me and plain. I just don't see them winning the NFC West. I mean, I just don't. I got them I got them and everything. What I'm trying to say, what got me was Aaron Donald. They did an okay job. He got some plays where he was slamming the O line, and the O line wasn't protecting Dak. They were getting to Dak. And the Rams, the Dallas defense sucked early on until they learned, okay, we got to blitz this guy. They started blitzing, running pressures and blitzes, and they were able to knock him off his square. So he was taken out. He was done. So basically, what we need is and everything is sent is basically like Tampa Bay and New Orleans, man. It was sort of like that game. It was defense, and then it was just some dumb plays being called. So it is what it is. We'll never know, but Dallas did well. I mean, they did good. Dak did good. He managed the game. He made his plays. Los Angeles, they're gonna be tough to beat. They're gonna be tough to go against. They're gonna be tough to shut down. They just are. They're gonna be tough. I mean, it's Louisiana. I mean Los Angeles. I say Louisiana, but Los Angeles, they played with pride. They played with heart. It was a great game, but it's like people want to see, they don't really they want to see high scoring games, but sometimes it's not going to be that way. Sometimes you have to run the ball or throw a clutch pass. Now, yeah. So now we got Houston and like I said, I already got Houston and KC. But Dallas and Los Angeles, man, it was a good game, but things got exposed. Like Dallas, like they need to let Dak throw the ball a little more down the field. They need to let him test somebody. They're collecting him and basically doing him and basically he didn't like their receivers weren't that much better. Amari Cooper is soft. Got to get him out of there. He's soft. He's never gonna get better. Um, so basically, they pass it to him in the post. They pass it to him. He got it, and he headed for the end zone, dunked on the goal post. So Dallas and LA, it was a great matchup again. McVay is very basic, man. McVay was showing a lot of basic plays to me. To me, he was showing basic plays, but hey, who am I? So that's about it, man. That's all of them. Let me know in the comment section, what did you feel about week one? I felt week one was good. I give week one a B plus, A minus. You know what I'm saying? They played a great game. So so Dallas lost the game late, which was because people are mad at McCarthy for going for it. McCarthy did a good job. CeeDee Lamb has to run that route deeper, and Dak would have gotten the ball. Losing Jarwin hurts him. Schultz was okay. They're gonna need another tight end. So you know, So basically, and everything, the game got screwed at the end, and it kind of left everybody with a bad taste in their mouth. Like, what? The locker room. We got to score. So to me, the amazing Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man. What I'm talking about. But the Dallas and LA game, is going to be talked about, and it was a hard game. I mean, it was a good game, and then it just went away. DeMarcus Lawrence nowhere to be found. He's taking money. Like I said, Coop's soft. Shamit doesn't know if he want to be there or not. He got some softness in him. Is Los Angeles got at him. Donald was attacking. Jalen was covering. They had a great play. So like I said, tell me what game was your favorite. Let me know what was your favorite game out of all of them. My favorite game to watch was Las Vegas versus Carolina. That was a real good game. It was a shootout. Just let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, share this to everyone. If you want to donate to the page, cash at me at Harry2, which is HARRY2. And like I said, man, it's about that time, you know what I'm saying? So, but Los Angeles was vulnerable. So to me, Jared Goff's overrated. I think Sean McVay makes him better than what he's supposed to be. And to me, a lot of those throws that Zach made, he couldn't make them throws. So basically, just let me know, what you like. Tell me if you liked it. Give me a game you enjoyed watching. Um, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, share this, and if you don't donate to the page, just like, comment, and share it. And shoot, thank you for listening, man. I'm out. Live boy.